Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Donald Trump, who has often claimed credit for diffusing conflicts, has now made a lengthy post on Truth Social saying he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. In doing so, he has once again claimed credit for the India-Pakistan ceasefire. This rant follows his meeting with Pakistani Army Chief Asim Munir at the White House. Interestingly, Pakistan has now formally nominated Trump for the Nobel Prize. Meanwhile, India's Defense Secretary has pointed out the absence of Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in the meeting. Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh has emphasized that it's a very strange thing and an embarrassment for a country where the military overshadows the civilian government. Now, Pakistani Defense Minister Khwaja Asim has given a justification admitting that the military establishment and the political government have co-ownership of the power structure in Pakistan. He has stated that it is a hybrid model where the civilian government and military sits together and decides about what business to do. Well, the US claims to be a champion of democracy, yet the American president hosted the army chief of a country that has a history of military coups. Well, as Trump receives PR for a Nobel Peace Prize, we ask whether the stage is set for a coup by Asim Munir in Pakistan. Let's talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the program is Ambassador Suresh Kumar Goel, former diplomat. Major General Rajan Kochar, defense expert, also with us on the show. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator. Last but by no means the least, Professor Madhav Nalapat, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian, also joins us this evening to talk more about this. Professor Nalapat, I'll come to you, sir. Well, Asim Munir goes to White House, meets Donald Trump. Trump says, okay, well, I helped you diffuse tensions with India. Nobody can verify that. Trump is the only one saying that. It has not been made official by the Pakistanis or the Indians. And he also, in fact, has met with the army chief. I, as a citizen of this country, sir, can never envisage in my wildest dreams that our army chief or naval chief will have a one-on-one meeting with the president of any country, leave alone the United States. This in itself, Professor Nalapat, is the testament of the lopsided way that Pakistan has been working in, and they are supporting Donald Trump to get a Nobel Prize. How convoluted is this situation according to you, sir?
Well, you described it very well by saying Orwellian. The reality of the situation is that the chaps in khaki have been in charge of Pakistan since the 1950s, since Ayub Khan's coup. And ever since then, the military has been in charge. So, and American presidents have recognized that, and they have always given precedence to the military over the civilian establishment. Yes, indeed, they sit together. Yes, indeed, they discuss things. And all that he forgot to add was basically that it's a one-way discussion. The Pakistan army chief gives the command, and the civilian government says, yes, ji hazur, and carries it out. So that is the reality of Pakistan. It has been the reality from the 1950s. It is the reality now. So as for hybrid, situation, there's nothing hybrid about it. It's completely one way. But the Pakistan army is expert in hybrid war. They're expert in terrorism, expert in the export of terrorism, and in the export of trainers for terrorism and terrorists themselves. So in that sense, they are into hybrid war. But this is not a hybrid. It's only one way. It just goes from the Pakistan military to the civilian establishment, who just have to carry it out. And they don't carry it out, well, look what happened to Benazir Bhutto. Look what happened to Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. And look how completely quiet the Sharif brothers are, and how completely quiet the Zardari family is. I think that just shows you that the army is all powerful, and thank God in India we have a different situation. We have a civilian government that controls the military, and where frankly the defense minister and the prime minister are basically in command, not the army chief. And I think that is where civilized nations go. And that's where India went right from the beginning. So I'd like to say, Vineet, it's laughable. That's all I can say. It's a matter for amusement. That's all I can say. And that's the way. And then nominating Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, well, that's a small price to pay in optics. But I think the Pakistanis have had to pay a much bigger price They are now being used, my sources say, as a base against Iran. They're being used to spy, especially, and a lot of intelligence is now being basically generated and developed by stations in Pakistan. So I think that is the use to which the Pakistan military has allowed itself to be used. I'm not surprised. This is a military for hire. It's for hire to the highest bidder. It's Americans, the Chinese, and now both together. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.